So I am over 30 and I just started a YouTube channel. It's been weird, definitely. Some coworkers have said that I am already too late. YouTube is now too popular, names have been established, and so on and so forth. I've also been told that I'm too old and that this is a young person's game, which I find very interesting because I've consumed so much content from people that are way more experienced and mature than I am, and I've grown so much because of it. So I really don't think age is a factor on YouTube. If anything, the more, variation between old and young that we have, the better. Because I think this is one of the only platforms, social media type platforms, that really can change your life. And that is the real reason why I'm doing YouTube. And this isn't the first time I try, by the way. I've tried to start a channel multiple times in the past, but I didn't have one secret ingredient that luckily I found now. And it was again through learning through other people older than me. So there is value there. But essentially, I was reading this book by MJ DeMarco. It's called The Fast Lane Millionaire. And he talks about how doing what you love is inherently selfish. And if you want to do what you love in a platform like this, I think if you don't have a money problem, meaning you've already, you've already reached your goal financial, whatever that may be, or you're in, your perfect job and you're happy and you're just doing this as a way to document your life or as a hobby, that's super cool. That's awesome. And I envy you in a way. But for me, I'm still kind of really trying to become financially independent. That's one of my goals currently. And so when it comes to creating content, um, I realized that I was falling under this trap of do what I love, which was creating content or filmmaking. I used to be an actor. I did that for 7 years, and then I kind of became an independent filmmaker, directed and did a ton of stuff there. So my do what I love was never geared for a market need, right? It was, oh, I want to tell the stories that are interesting to me. But unfortunately, that's kind of not how the world works. And I learned that the hard way through trying to do the things that I wanted to do without really caring for anybody else. And of course, I did it and it was fun for me, but it didn't have the impact or the reach that I wanted. And essentially, it was because I was being selfish. Instead, what he teaches is that you should try to take care of other people's needs, by adding value, right? It's whether making them feel good or educating them, entertaining them, giving them hope, etc. And it's always to other people. And I think when I learned that lesson, making content on YouTube became so clear to me. Because I've received so much value from other people. I've literally gone from living paycheck to paycheck to having money invested in the stock market and now currently trying to launch my business, all because of people on YouTube. That's how cool this platform can be. There's, of course, mindless entertainment if you're in the mood for that, and everything has a balance, right? Now that's when I'm wisdomy. But there's also great, rich content that at least can be a point of entry to expand your horizon and really take you on a journey that you never even knew was in you, right? I think YouTube is great for that. It's to share perspectives, to get an insight into my 30 plus years of existence in a very particular set of parameters that have led to where I'm at today. And, of course, there's been horrible failures and wins and stuff, but all that context we try to condense and give it to you so that you can use whatever works and whatever doesn't, right? But that's the cool thing about this platform. And I think the downside of all the others, or the reason I wasn't really too interested in those, was because of the short form content, right? It's, you just have to, people just want to be entertained. And I guess I do definitely, based on my background as a filmmaker, I definitely want to entertain people. So hopefully this channel that I'm creating, although it's going to be heavily about personal finances and stuff like that, I still want to use my chops as a creative and as a filmmaker to try to make it more engaging and entertaining, because I understand that, these topics are not super fun. I get it. But I do think that it's been a hell of a journey already, and I've only restarted. But I know this time is a little bit different, and I know it's different because I've committed in ways that I didn't even think about before. So one quick little example is my room. I turned it into officially kind of my recording studio. The first thing I did was I got rid of my traditional kind of Western bed, and I bought a Japanese futon, which I lay on the floor whenever I'm ready to go to sleep. And then in the morning, I kind of just roll it up, put it in the closet, and then I have all this space to be able to record. And there's a lot of benefits that came out of that. One of them that I wasn't expecting was that because you don't have like a bed right there, you kind of remain active more throughout the day. Because before I could be like, oh, let me just take a nap, and then that nap take 2 hours later, and you didn't do the thing that you wanted to do. You didn't create your thumbnail or did research or whatever, right? And I think I learned that from Atomic Habits, a great book, by the way, where it's you have to remove like the friction, right? So if you're trying to stop watching TV, you need to put your TV outside and unplug it so that it's harder for you to, bring the TV in and plug it in, because we always go for the path of least resistance, right? Humans are lazy, we all are. And so the easier you can make it for your body and for yourself to do the things that you want to do, the better outcome you'll have. So I started transforming my bedroom, went more minimalist, got rid of a lot of things that were more for like being cozy and lounging and being comfortable. And although being comfortable was great, I don't think I was at that stage in my life anymore. Hence YouTube, right? I wanted to put myself out there. I wanted to provide value. I wanted to give this a real shot. And again, as cliche as it sounds, if somebody is getting value off of my videos, I think that's so cool. Like I'm going to be able to get old and be able to say I helped people. I think that that is important, at least for me. It's part of, I guess, my nature to want to be someone that helps others in this regard. And the best way I can do it is doing this kind of content, right? Is trying to share the knowledge that I acquire through hopefully some sort of engaging way, and YouTube seems to be the great platform for it. So I think even though I do get a lot of, and not these are people that care about me, by the way. These are not like bullies that are like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. I think they just, that with age, something weird happens when you become aware of your own mortality. And I think people around you want the best for you, and they don't want you to waste your time. And if they don't understand you, or if they don't know the journey you're going through, then I can see how it's easy for them to want you to steer you away from it and go into something safe. But I've already been in the safe path for 8, 9, 10 years now, working in corporate jobs, and I'll make a whole video about that soon. I don't think I'm ready 100% to talk about it, but I can say that it doesn't, at least for me, yield the results that I wanted. And I think that's another part of why I'm doing this here on YouTube, is that I'm ready to take control of my life. That's something that I've always said I wanted to do, to be in control, to be the driver. And I didn't quite understand what that meant. Um, I've always had some sort of issue with authority or people telling me what to do, and I've never really been able to verbalize and say why exactly. And I think it is because I feel that, whenever you're born, your parents are in charge or dictate your life, and then you go to school, and then your teachers do the same, and then you finally graduate and you get a job, and then you have a boss, and no matter how far you go up on that ladder, you still have a boss, right? And I feel like that sense of lack of control, for lack of a better word, is what triggers me to want to do things a bit differently. Because I feel like if we just come to this world, which we don't even understand why we're here, what is it that we're here to do, and if all we came here to do is to work, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of a wasted life, at least for me. I know people love that. Some people love having a routine. And sorry, that's my cat if you hear the weird meow. But for me, I wanted something else. I wanted to just wake up and do things that I want to do because I wanted to do it with the people that I want to do it, and not really have this kind of pressure on the back of my head about, oh well, Sunday is almost over and everything goes back to work the next day. I wanted to taste that freedom. And again, I'm not I'm who knows, right? They say that once you have money you turn into a different person. I don't know that, but I think for me it's simple things, really. It's just being able to wake up without an alarm, being able to go for a walk whenever I want, being able to uh, just do random things. Really, it's that simple. It's nothing like I'm not trying to fly a private jet or buy my own island or anything like that. At least not now. It's just be able to go hang out and have coffee with my friend for 3 hours if we want to talk, and not be worried about missing my lunch break or the repercussions. I think I owe it to myself, and I hope that this channel is both that for me and anybody who joins us and who decides to do it. And honestly, look, really age, I'm going through it. It's not that important. It really isn't. It's all about your mindset. It's all about the activities, the people you get involved with, constantly growing and constantly developing yourself and constantly educating yourself. And I think YouTube is a great platform for it because one day you could be learning how to crochet and the next day you're learning about nuclear warfare and so on and so forth. I mean, if you're on YouTube, you know the drill. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video. It's a little bit of a rant, and maybe not a lot of people are going to watch it. But if you are that one person that's watching it, and you're quote unquote a little bit more mature and have more wisdom in you than some of the younglings that are joining YouTube, I say do it. Like, you owe it to yourself to do it. And if nothing comes to it, you're at least going to be able to, this is hopefully going to be available forever, and if not, save your videos on your hard drive. But you'll be able to look back and see what your perspective was 10 years from now. I think we're the one of the first generations, and the new ones where it's like everything is documented, so we can go back and see how dumb we were back then, and hopefully how much more mature and smart we are in the future. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And if you're into like finance and film stuff, and you want some entertainment, please like, subscribe, and hopefully we get to connect even more than just me talking to a camera in my bedroom/studio. Have a good night. Bye. Sorry, I have a mic. Bye.